Greetings and welcome back, Dapplings, to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead and to Isdar and to the tile set Chest Hole 32. Now, I had a fair bit of feedback regarding the tile set, and up until the last episode, it was really close, but there seemed to be more of a desire for me to go back to Retro Days 20. But with the comments on the previous episode, it did suddenly swing much more in favour of staying with Chest Hole. Generally, people cited the fact that you can see what you're wearing, and also at a glance can see things like mutations, how what kind of things are on a car, a little bit easier than previously, and I'm alright with that. That seems like a reasonable reason to stick with it. One thing I did note though is that generally no one had any new tile sets to consider. All the comments were either in favour of sticking with Chest Hole 32 or going back to Retro Days. So we're going to be sticking with this for the time being. What I'm doing right now is moving things into, or eventually into, the house from the electric derp. Now, eventually, what we're going to want to do here is set up the electric derp again for proper raids, because right now, not so much. I miss a load of things, like my various tools that I could use to get into places. When I stripped the electric derp previously, it was a very rushed job of just taking everything out of the electric derp, and then didn't really consider the tools that I've grown so used to having on me at all times, which is a bit of a shame, really. Now, let's go ahead and move it one more tile across, and then I can move it all down onto the one tile that we were on. Also, I have had someone point out that I may have a bunch... Oh, I put them all in the wrong place. I'll try. Oh well. I may have an iBot somewhere around here. iBot. Yes, I do. Oh, that's fantastic. Very well, I will... Oh, very well. I will take the broken iBot and drop it on the floor. And then I'm going to butcher the broken iBot, and hopefully I get some good stuff. Oh, I can't see to craft. What? Scallywaggery. Let's drop this 2x4. Then apply a lighter. There we go. I still won't be able to see to craft. There's a fire in that tile. Oh, I like that. Do you want to move your stuff into the fire? No? Then don't do it, you fool. What? Really? There's a broken iBot there. Why can I not break this iBot? Usually I can, I think. Yes. Drop my bow. Disassemble, which is the open bracket, regular bracket, then P should allow me to disassemble it. 3 charges to disassemble this. Ah, that's probably why then. I would like to take out my soldering iron. There we go. Now, disassemble broken iBot. Yes. And that should have put all the components on the floor. We have now got high quality lens. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Let's wield our reflex bow again. In fact, let's have a look at our reflex bow. What have we got attached to it? We have titanium aiming pins, small extent, bow sights, arrow rest, and bow stabilizer. The only thing we needed was the laser underneath. So, with that in mind, pardon me, I hope you can't hear my stomach grumbling. It's very early in the morning, and I've just fed the ferrets. The ferrets eat, whilst gory, incredibly good smelling food. They eat good meat. What can I say? I smell good meat. I get hungry. Let's see. We wanted not an arrow rest, and I don't see it. Underbarrel laser sight. Here we are. A visible light laser that mounts under a firearm's barrel to enhance ease and speed of target acquisition. Aside from increased bulk, there are no drawbacks. That would be nice on this. Though, let's actually just have a look. Blaster. No, nothing for the blaster. Okay, laser. Ooh. We've got the rail laser sight. Underbarrel laser sight. We've got a lot of laser things here, actually. Mountable laser cannon. This mounted laser may lack the damage capability of conventional heavy weapons, but it is scientifically proven fact that traveling at the speed of light does wonders for one's overall deadliness. The increased power requirements that require a significant power source and the firing mechanism also requires a specialized chassis. We can build this right now. We need 2 high-quality lenses, 50 copper wires, 2 plastic chunks, 2 amplifier circuits, 2 power converters, a TX5LR laser cannon, or a fusion blaster arm CBM. Now, a lot of people posted in comments that don't install this blaster arm. It'll break your character. It won't be able to use both hands. The bows and things like that will be out the window. Now, I was never going to install it. I'm well aware that installing a blaster arm, it's not like a retractable or I don't know, like your hand kind of retracts or something and you've got like a Mega Man blaster arm or anything like that. It is flat out, your arm is now gone. It is now a laser cannon. That does kind of hamper your ability to do things with fine, dexterous kind of hands. However, this it effectively is a laser cannon, and it can be used as such. Now, to make a laser cannon, we would need a turret engine, a mountable laser cannon, a fire control system. This mounted laser made blah, 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 comes with a motor and fire control system for autonomous operation. We could put that on top of our car. That requires multiple pulse laser. This would need a small storage battery. This requires a completely different type of laser. Okay. A finger-mounted laser CBM. Much lower damage, actually. We've also got the mountable turbo laser. Oh, we could actually make this one. What's the difference? This is much, much more valuable. Burst size 2, semi-automatic. It's higher range as well. With an augmented emitter and capacitor, this mounted laser is capable of superheating most materials to the point of exploding. The firing mechanism also requires the services of a specialized chassis, and one must be wary of the prodigious power needs of such a weapon. You need 2 UPSs or 2 small storage batteries, 4 high-quality lenses. But what about the turbo cannon laser turret? Pretty much exactly the same requirements as everything else. I'd need a soldering iron with a lot of charges or an integrated tool set, but that's easy enough to do. Let's have a look at, because if I can make a laser cannon for the electric derp, and just mount it on the front, an automated laser cannon. Oh my lord. Granted, it's going to drink through its batteries, but oh my lord. That would be glorious. Let's first see of all the other things that we're going to need. So we're going to need to find out a turret engine. Turret engine, where would you be? Down here. Okay, we need a small electric motor and a small storage battery or 1 UPS. Okay, an engine and a power system made to align with existing turret chassis. However, it needs to be adapted to whatever weapon it's running before it can be used. Let's see, can I make an electric motor? I can make a small electric motor, yes. Okay. That would be good. And then the last thing we need is fire control. Fire control system. An inactive turret. Small computer core that holds an adaptable program to target and operate mounted weapon systems. How to get me an inactive turret? Can I make one? No. Well, bum. That is a shame. I could still make the turbo laser if I had 2 more lenses, but I imagine that the laser cannon itself would just drink batteries, and since I'd have no direct way of hooking it up to my electric derp, unless I had like an rechargeable battery mod, I think that's outside of our reach until we can get ourselves an inactive turret. Perhaps I can find a book that would allow me to make one, or sneak up on a turret. Maybe use an EMP or something to knock it out. I'm not sure on that one. I'm really not sure. I don't think that's going to be an easy one for us to come by, which is definitely a shame. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and make ourselves an underbarrel laser sight. So I need 100 batteries. Can I make batteries? I believe I can. Battery. I need... Oh. 1 concentrated acid or 2 vinegars. 1 acid water or 2 weak acid waters. How much does it give me? Does it give me a reasonable amount? Portions 1. How many do we need for battery? Only 1 concentrated acid. That's actually not bad. So to make this, I need 1 acid water. To make this, I need 1 clean water or water and a chemistry set with 5 charges. Yeah, make 1. Wow. Yeah, we'll just put it on the floor. Sorry. Yeah, should have thought of that. What I want from you is a bottle. I'd rather not have a plastic bottle for holding acid, thank you very much. I'll take just... Damn it. Acid water, can I get that? You can't pick up... Well... Scallywags. There we go. Glass bottle. Now. Do the same again. Concentrated acid. Yep. Let's grab ourselves another 2x4. Oops. That's not quite what I meant to do. Oh! It's because there's no lighters there. I think I may have a lighter somewhere. No idea where, though, at this point. Let's see. There we go. I'll take this one. And I'll drop off the lighter that has nothing in it anymore. Oops. Put it in the wrong place. There we go. Right, so apply my lighter to the right area and not the wrong one. Okay, so I should be able to now make batteries. And this will make 100, I believe. Default stack size, 100. I'm going to need a chunk of steel, 1 scrap metal I'll probably use, and 1 tin can. 1 scrap metal, 1 tin can. I should have made a bunch of batteries. There we go. Now I can make my laser sight. Underbarrel laser sight. There we are. 1 plastic chunk, or 1 scrap metal. 2 high quality lenses, a power converter and amplifier circuit. We'll use scrap metal again. You memorized the recipe for underbarrel laser sight. Well, that is awesome. I would like to apply my underbarrel laser sight to my reflex bow. Okay, let's have a look at our bow now. Sight dispersion 45, aim speed 6, range 16, dispersion 50, damage 11, armor piercing 0, ammunition 1 round of arrows, recall 0, reload time 100. All very nice indeed. Now, one thing I would like to have a look at is, can I make rechargeable batteries? Rechargeable battery mod. I'm a rechargeable power cell built from salvaged electronics with enough electronic skill, you could attach it to an electric-powered device to provide it with energy. Power cell is not compatible with standard batteries. Must be re-energized via a special recharging station. Now, the thing is, what would the station be? Let me have a quick look. If we have a look at this, I may be able to have a gander at things that I could put on this. These are all frames, unfortunately, so I could have a look here instead and see if there's anything here. Cargo climate unit, solar panel headlight. No, that's nothing we want. Electric motor, large electric motor, small electric motor, plasma engine, upgraded solar panel. Quantum solar panel. Should have a look at those, actually. It's been a while. I may actually have the things I need to make one. Recharging station. Needs a recharging station. I need to find a book that has that in it then. Because that will be hugely useful. If I had that, then it would make sense to make a laser weapon from that blaster arm, and then I could just recharge it in the electric derp, even though it wasn't attached to the electric derp. I could just have a charging station built onto the electric derp and just plonk it in there, let it fully charge. We'll use rechargeable batteries. Okay, let's move that up here. There we go. Also, actually, I think all the tainted bones need to be in there. Around, we'll take all of the tainted bones, thank you. None of the bone glue, though. I can't believe we made all that bone glue. Such a derp I am. Right, at this point, let's grab Colin. No, okay. Grab Colin. That'll do. Did I not? Oh, I didn't put it into the vehicle. Well, that's just annoying. Oh well, I can do it this way, I suppose. And the reason why I'm doing this is so that I can make charcoal out of the bones. Because I can either use logs or the bones. We've got a pair of light amp goggles there. Everyone who's saying that, you've broken your light amp goggles. No. Don't be silly now. We want to move... Reset that. I do want to move these up. As for the light amp goggles, though, let's try and repair these, shall we? Do I have a soldering iron? I do. So apply the soldering iron to repair light amp goggles, please. I'll use scrap metal. And I'll do exactly the same again. I would like to improve the light amp goggles. We'll use scrap metal. Now, it's got 200 batteries in it as it stands, which is plenty good enough. I've got a wearable flashlight, though. I can turn that on, but of course, light amp goggles are going to have some really useful qualities in that I'll be able to see things, but they won't necessarily be able to see me back, which does certainly help in a number of ways. There's nothing actually I want to drop over there. I do want to drop off the glass bottle I've got, though. Don't want to be dragging that around with me. Now, let's have a quick look at this. Pair of battery-powered goggles that amplify ambient light, allowing you to see in the dark. Use it to turn them on. This gear is generally worn as clothing. This gear is fragile and won't protect you for long. I imagine it's worn only on the eyes. I wonder, would it mess things up if I wore it now? Guys are very encumbered. Range combat is hampered. Let's have a look at our character. Oof. Yeah, it is. I imagine that's because we've got light tank goggles and... Well, that's not what I wanted to do. And stylish sunglasses. If I took that off... Drop. Now let's have a look. Still 40. That's actually quite nasty. What is the incoming was just flat out 40. Yikes. But if I turn them on, activate light amp goggles. Oh my lord. Okay, at this point my eyes are no longer encumbered at all. That's kind of useful. How much power does it? Oh wow. It uses a lot of power to have these on. But it would allow me to walk around relatively dangerous areas without alerting the dangerous things in them to my presence, assuming they can't see easily. Could be useful. Could generally be useful. We'll turn them off for now. And in fact, we'll take them off. There will be a time where we will want those. But that time is not this time. Let's go ahead and wear our stylish sunglasses again. There we go, Isdar. Don't worry, don't worry. But I think keeping those goggles on us will be a good idea. Or at least bringing them with us wherever we go. I'm going to start dropping a bunch of stuff here that'll be useful for us to have in the electric derp. I will drop off my soldering iron over here, though. I don't think it's necessarily the best thing for Isdar to have a bunch of tools, like soldering irons and things like that, with him. If I'm going to be modifying his gear, I kind of want to do it in a safe environment. Later on, perhaps, when I've got... Well, that said, I probably do actually have enough soldering irons to have a spare. Oh, interesting. Let's see, any more? Only one. I could probably make a soldering iron, though. Huh. Well, at the very least, we've improved Isdar's capabilities with his bow. At this point, I'm really tempted to have Isdar go and try and make his way into the police station, because it could be an armory back there. But to show... is this going to hurt? No. Ha, that's good. Where is the jackhammer? There should be a jackhammer around here somewhere. Really? Am I not finding one? I know I've got one somewhere. Don't be like this, game. Don't lie to me. You're telling me lies. Got a hammer, but I need the jackhammer. There we are. I knew I had you somewhere. Right, let's move you out. Then I need the gas. Really? Tank, maybe? Metal tank? Huh. Now that I was not expecting. Where have I put my tank full of... Is it in Colin, perhaps? Nope, doesn't appear to be. There is a tank of gasoline around here somewhere. All I can see are metal tanks. Northwest. Let's see. Medical gloves. Cash cards. Power storage CPM. I could try and fit those in actually. Because one of them has what I want. Okay, well, I'm going to move the metal tank, both of them, here. Has either of these got what I need? No. How frustrating. Where is the tank of fuel? Did we not collect fuel? I fairly certainly did. Have a look around. There we are, metal tank of gasoline. Where were you then? Northeast. Oh, yeah. Fair enough. We'll move that down. I need the jackhammer. And I need metal tank. Drop my reflex bow, yes. Then we want to pour the metal tank into... Did I not pick up the jackhammer? I should have. Let's see. Maybe I just reload it. Oh, there we are. I've taken the gasoline straight out. Okay. We'll drop down the gasoline tank. And finally, although this is going to open the whole area out a little bit, my plans are fairly solid now what I'm going to be doing here. So, apply the jackhammer. Now this is where the whole thing comes down on our heads. Or not. Ha-ha! And then apply the jackhammer there as well. So there we go. It pained me something horrible to chop down that beautiful, to cut through the stained glass window. Alas. This is what all of our trials and tribulations have been aiming toward. Getting the means to do that. So now, we have an open area at the back here. Of course, that does mean that we really need to sort out the area around here and put up a proper palisade. But, at this point, we can have some solar cells out here and actually really build an automated, powered kind of workshop area. My plans are to have solar cells out here somewhere, like a huge bank of solar cells where Isdar's walking right now, leading in here to powered kitchen, refrigeration unit, an electric forge, welding rig, all of that sort of stuff. Then with racks around the side where we would have all of the components that Isdar could then use to craft with. Generally, everything as close together as possible so that at any point he can reach all of the materials around himself to craft with, which will then allow him to... Anything I could make, I'll be able to see, rather than having to move around and possibly missing a couple of recipes that I would have been able to make, but I was just a little bit too far away from the components, so it was grayed out on my crafting bar. But that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed and will be joining me for the next, where I'm probably going to go to that police station and try to dig in through the wall and see if there was perhaps an armory behind that locked metal door. But that will have to wait until then. So until then, do take care.